it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Hopefully this is working and I have gone live. Let me just check everything because you just never know. Yes! Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So this is completely unplanned. Some of you may have spotted my Instagram post yesterday. Actually, it was a story where I said that my IT had a glitch. Let's just say I don't think it appreciated being left behind when I went to Vienna. So it took me most of yesterday to sort the mess out. I had a team meeting yesterday evening, which it was just ready for. But yeah, so sorry everyone. Sometimes life happens, and it did. So I'm going to still be using the Snowman Magic, which is what I had planned to use yesterday. If when you join, assuming you do, you can let me know that you have and where you've joined from, that would be lovely. I appreciate that as this was unplanned, it is possible that... hello, Mary. It's possible that there may not be that many people here today. Anywho, so Snowman Magic, I'm going to flip the camera down. Now, I have changed my setup. This isn't why things went wrong yesterday. I sort of changed my setup before I went away. So it'll be interesting to hear whether the down is better than it was. I think it might be. I've had a major reshuffle, so fingers crossed. What I have discovered, however, is I think I need to wear my glasses more. It's very fuzzy out there, but let me see if I can find my Pip. Yay, Pip! So, hello, Audrey. Just noticed that you had joined as well. Have to say, it's a nice sunny day today. I've got a little message. Audio bitrate is... It says there's something wrong with my bitrate, but I don't think there is. Audio stream bitrate is 128. Good. I have no idea what that means. I have absolutely no idea what that means. But anyway, so let me show you the stamp set. This is the stamp set. Let me see if I can hold it so that it's not just shiny. The images are full size. There are 29 stamps. Hello, Verena from rainy Austria. Oh, I'm sorry. It was lovely when I was in Vienna last week. It was gorgeous. Well, actually, I didn't get back until Monday, so yes. So yes, we've got, obviously it's Snowman Magic, so you can build a snowman. You can even have him in sunglasses. No, you didn't miss me. I missed it. It was, yeah, major IT issues. So we've got our snowman. You can build him however you want. We've got trees. We've got little snowbanks. We've got some lovely sentiments. So we've got thinking of you this season, filled with warm and wonderful memories, sending wishes for a cool Christmas. Thanks Snow Much. I love you Snow Much. It's the most magical time of the year. There's a rabbit, there's a bird, there's holly, there's stars, there's twigs to put on your snowman, all sorts. So I have already mounted the large sentiment, which is what I'm going to be doing for my first card. Now, I had started the prep anyway before yesterday's not live. So I have got a piece of thick white, a piece of fresh freesia. I have die cut. Let me show you the dies because that would make life, some of it would make more sense. Hello, Barbara. It's almost like it was only yesterday. Barbara's in my team, so we've got this lovely large die which leaves a hole. Then we've got the snowman's pieces. We've got trees. We've got two different sorts of trees. We've got dies for his nose. We've got dies for his hat, his scarf, all sorts. The bird, the rabbit, the holly, all sorts. Lots and lots and lots. So while I'm doing this, as I say, if you could let me know if the quality of this bit is better, that would be really helpful, because some people have said that this is a bit fuzzy and my face is clear. So I've switched the cameras round. And there's a bit of a Heath Robinson at the moment because this camera is now held in place with elastic bands. long story. But if it is better, I'll do a more permanent fix. Anyway, so I have die cut this piece out of the red and white glimmer paper, the 6x6 pack, and I've used the white out of a piece of glimmer paper that is 5.5 by 3 3/4, so it's slightly smaller than my usual mat size. So we have got this little, got a dent in that, but never mind. We have got this little piece around the die cut, and I put window sheet on the back of my die cut because we're going to make a shaker card. Good picture, thank you, Barbara. So I have got some of those sticky sheets, sticky strips, but before I do that, I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment onto the back of my card with silver. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my embossing buddy, which is part of the embossing additions kit in the mini catalogue. So embossing buddy all over, then I can ink up my stamp with Versamark, and then I'm going to just visualize where I need it. So it's going to go sort of there. Straight would be lovely. That looks sort of straight. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Hold that in place. Come up. It's straight. There are two sides, so if it hadn't been straight, we would not have been in too much problem. I could have just flipped the piece of card over. And I've got the spoon. So I'm just going to dabble embossing powder over my sentiment. And I normally do it twice, just in case I've missed anything. And then I will give it a really good flick onto the floor. I have got to clean my room, which currently looks like a bomb has landed in it. So I don't mind if there's some embossing powder on the floor. Right, and then just have a look to see if there's any bits that are stray. And if there are, just brush them off. In the kit, you get a brush, which is great for getting rid of any spare bits. By spare, I mean bits that shouldn't be there. Lid, there we are. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done one of these, and I feel completely out of practice, which is ridiculous. I've been doing them for years. Right, okay, so I need, to not tread on that, I need my cheese board, the cheese board, and my heat gun. So here we go. I could watch this all day. Lovely and sparkly. So we've got, let me just find my camera because yes, there we go. Lovely and shiny. Now do remember while you're watching, if you are enjoying the video, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you want to share the video, you can do that as well. If you've got any questions, please do ask them. The alchemy of heat embossing, absolutely, Audrey. So if you've got any questions while you're watching this live, just ask those in the chat. If you're catching me on replay, you can ask the questions on by leaving a comment below the description bar. And I will get back to you. So that is my heat embossing, and it's just where I needed it. Don't you love it when things work? So that is just where I needed it. I am going to do quite a lot of glue on the back of this to keep it flat. And I'm just going to find which edge is the front of this card. So it's that. So this is the front because it's slightly longer. So I'm going to stick this on there. I am going to get my embossing buddy and just add some embossing buddy across the back of my window sheet, because this is going to be very static and covered in fluff apparently. Now I stuck the window sheet on just with tear and tape, so that's now got a very, very light film of powder, which will help stop things attracting to the window sheet. I'm going to stick this down because then it's going to be flat. It's curling up a bit at the sides at the moment, and it would be useful if it were flat before I tried to stick anything else on it. So I am going to be quite generous with my adhesive. You can use any adhesive for this, but as I say, if it's curling, do be a little bit more generous than you would otherwise be. So let's pop that in place like that, and I'm going to bring out my huge block, which is the F block. I rarely use it, but it's very good for keeping things flat. Whoops. Right, now I do want to add a piece of ribbon here because this is a bit large. I've deliberately pushed the die cut towards the top of the towards the top of the paper, because that's how the human brain likes to see things. We think of Polaroids and things like that, but I do just want to fill that space, and I'm going to use some of the fresh freesia ribbon for that. So I'm going to turn this over, grab my Seal Plus, and I've just realised I have no idea where my seal is. Fortunately, I don't need it at this precise moment because I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to add my fresh freesia ribbon. Oh, come on, stick. Thank you. Snips would be useful. Just check that that's straight or not, depending on which it is. There we go. Perfect. And then I am going to add a knot, just a knot, nothing more. So I'm just going to feed my piece through and just pull it tight like that, and then I can trim my ends off so that it looks as if I have tied that in situ, which of course I haven't. So now normally I would then cover this with more Seal Plus, but because I'm going to use the adhesive strips, I can use those instead. So I'm going to move that to one side. And these are our adhesive strips. They come in a pack of 2 of these sheets. And all I'm going to do is just add them just inside the die cut. I need my other snips because these are the ones I use for sticky stuff. So I'm putting this so that it's just inside the window sheet. I do need to make sure that there isn't a gap, although I'm using large enough pieces that it's not the end of the world if there is a gap at the corners. Nothing will creep through because I'm not using glitter, but of course if you wished you could use glitter. This piece I'm going to add down here so that that's got a bit of a lift. Gosh, there's 16 of you watching apparently, and only 2 likes. Sad face. And again. And down the side. That is a little larger than I'd want it, but I don't think any of the sequins are going to come out through that gap. So I'm not going to worry too much. Right, so this is now ready to stick on there. And to do that, I'm going to lift this off because that's held it nicely in place. Just pop that down. And I have got some of the For Everything Fancy sequins in blue. You could use pink possibly. Hello Barbara, yes, I had IT glitch yesterday. I'm also using, these are retired, they're this subtle shimmer sequins. You could use the Sparkle and Shine sequin assortment as well. So really any sequins that you've got hanging about would work. Oh, bless you, Audrey. She clicks on the like as soon as she comes in. Oh, and the likes have gone up. Thank you. Now, before I put those in and before I put this on, I'm going to come back in with my embossing buddy and just go round the edge, because there is sometimes some glue that is down the side of the foam. So I'm just seeing that I can see if I can take that off a bit. And I'm going to add right in this middle part here some of these. Woo! I'm going to put some of them onto my mat where I don't want them. Come on, come on, come on. As I say, any sequins that you've got that are kind of the right colour. So I'm using quite a lot of the white and silver of the subtle shimmer. And then I'm going to add a few of the blue, if I can get the lid open. I keep hitting the thing, tripod-y thing. So I'm going to add a few of these just so that it's not just white and grey. Now I say a few, okay, quite a lot. Some of these I want to see if I can turn them the right way up, because they're like little pearls and it would be nice if they were at least started their life the right way up as opposed to the wrong way up. And as I say, they may turn over once they're in, but at least if I know they're the right way up to start with, I am happier. That looks like everything. So it's just, it looks like it's going to be not very much, but once you put this over the top, trust me, it's going to look quite a lot. Let me put a few more of these in. It's sort of a less is more, she says, piling in the sequins. Got another one that's the wrong way up. There we go. Right, I'm going to stop fiddling now. So, and of course I've already got a sequin attached to my window sheet. It's fine. It's fine. So remove all your strips. And turn over and do a load, aim. Ooh. Load, aim. Sorry, my husband's just opened the door and he didn't know I was live. There we go. So there we go. Load, aim, fire. So that is my shaker card. Like that. So you get this lovely image down here of all the shaker bits. I can't touch sequins, I make them jump everywhere because of the static. I can't even wear a TikTok watch because of it. Oh wow. Okay, well I've got some more cards to share. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Don't worry, Leslie, you're not late. I'm a day late, so don't worry. So yes, there's my shaker card. I just thought I would do a shaker card. I have to say, not stuck it very square, but it's fine, it's fun. Right, the other bits that I am going to play with are smaller. And I'm using some of the craft cards that we've got, the note cards, because I love these. So I have already die cut with the stylish shapes some of these really small dies. So I've got 2 really small circles, a larger circle and the smallest square, because I want to use some of the small images. And I may even die cut some of the small images, but I don't know. I was thinking I would, but I don't know. I don't know. So I want the bunny, I want the holly, and I want the bird, and I want, I think just the heart. So I'm going to make 4 cards with these very small dies. So that's the heart. That's the little bird. I'm going to have to use G blocks for the others because I don't have that many A blocks. Oh, I can use an E block for that. So I'll use that. No, B block. Right. Okay, so I have worked out. Maybe you have to get the set. Well, it is jolly nice. It is jolly cute. Leslie checked last night. Yeah, it was... I did post on Instagram, but I know not everyone does Instagram. Now, this is the first time I've used this stamp, so I'm going to rub it on my hand and just pop my little bunny towards the top of the circle. Now, I love stamping in circles because it's always going to be straight. That's the only one I'm going to use Memento for. So let's pop that away. I must clean my stamp cleaner because it's filthy. So that's that. I want the heart. I can't decide what's colour to do the heart. I might go Melon Mambo because I can. Although Pretty Pink might be better because then I can use the ribbon. Although I could use that ribbon. Nope, going Melon Mambo. Let's go rogue. So, Melon Mambo. Oh, this is a new Melon Mambo, so it's a little bit stiff. So again, I'm going to rub my stamp and just pop it as near to central as I can in the middle of a circle, like that. Gosh, it's stiff. Need to get some wax on it. So that's that. The stamp will end up stained, but that's fine. Then, again, rubbing that. Trying to work out which one I'm putting on the square. Right, I'm going to take my Evening Evergreen and my Real Red Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to colour the Evening Evergreen onto the holly leaves. And the berries I'm going to do with Real Red. Surprise, surprise. Now the berries are not solid, they're just the outline. And I think I'm going to pop this on here. Quick huff. Oop. And that's my holly. But I want solid holly berries, so I'm going to take the thin end, because it's more controllable, and just fill those in like that. So I can pop those 2 away. Now obviously you can use any green and any red you want. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Daft question, did you enjoy Vienna? Yeah, like you said, daft question. I didn't like Vienna. Or enjoy Vienna. I loved Vienna. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, now I am going to use crumb cake for this, for my little robin. Oh, and I've just had a thought. Ooh, that might work. Right, so I'm going to stamp my little robin here. like that. And I'm going to grab my soft suede and which one do I need? That one will do, I think. So I've got one of my snowman arms, and I'm going to, yes, pop that under my robin as if it's a twig, like that. And to emphasize that it's a twig, I can take my soft suede Stampin' Right marker and extend it and just add some more bits so it looks twig-like or branch-like. Not completely artistic, but hey. But yes, Vienna was amazing. I mean, on stage was amazing. Vienna as a city, oh, just out of this world. Right, I do need to do my rabbit. By do, I mean colour. And again, I think I'm going to go crumb cake. Yes, crumb cake. And I might use some petal pink as well. So I'm going to add some shading. And obviously his bunny tail is going to be white. Because, you know, it is. Eye, mouth, nose. And I'm blending straight over the dark crumb cake with the light. I was just checking that this is actually crumb cake, and it is. Now if you want your rabbit to be a different colour, you can have your rabbit a different colour. It's your rabbit. Like that. And then petal pink. Where are you? There you are. So I've got dark petal pink, which I will pop on the inside of his ear. And then I've got a clear wink of Stella. Yeah, my hair is slowly growing. I've been told that come March I might be able to have highlights again because it'll be long enough, which I have to say I am looking forward to. So that's our bunny, but our bunny needs to be on something really. So I'm going to give him a mound to be on. I might give him that mound. So let's get another. Let's move some of these around. There we go. So this is my mound, and I can have my bunny. Ooh, maybe not that mound, maybe the other mound, which is a little, has flatter bits. That's better. So I can have him sitting on his mound. Right, and I'm going to use balmy blue. Balmy blue. Yep. So it's icy. Let's grab a scrap, well, a small thing. Small one of those. I'm going to stamp off. So it's very, very light. And then just come in under my rabbit. I might have to bring my head in just to see where my rabbit is. There you are, bunny. So he's sitting on his mound. And if I get light balmy blue, I can probably add a bit of shading with that. So it's all very much the same. And then I'm going to get my colour lifter. This is actually an old colour lifter, so it's not quite as runny. Just blend that out a bit. And then come back in with my clear wink of Stella so that it's snowy. Like that. Hello, ooh, Kathy from Texas. So I've got my little bit ready to pop onto my craft cards. So I'm just going to use my bone folder to get those nicely scored, burnished, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'll do them all. Now, one thing I meant to say with the shaker card, and I will bring that back in for those of you who joined a little later, is that certainly for UK mail, just using the adhesive strip makes it a large letter. So just bear that in mind. And I want... Oh, I know what I want to do. Before I forget is... it's going to need to dry a wee bit. Oh, I'm pulling every ribbon out but the one I want. Where are you? You're in there. Come on, out you come. Thank you. So this is the crinkle seam binding. And before I forget, I want to, I'm going to fold that in half so it's thicker. I'm going to go light Melon Mambo blend. Oh, it started raining. I did say it was going to rain later, and it is. I'm going to do that with the light, and then I'm going to come in with the dark just on the edge. So we'll have a bit of an ombre effect. Although it's got, as I say, it's got to dry. I might even come in with, this is a new colour lifter, and just emphasise that ombre a little bit more by coming in with the colour lifter on the edge where I had the light, so that will make it more ombre. So that needs to dry, which is why I needed to get that done. Let's just cut that end off with the wrong scissors. It's fine. Oop, where have you gone? Where have you gone? There you are. So that, just going to pop that to dry while so this has Evening Evergreen on it. So I'm going to bring out a little piece, and I mean small, tiny, weeny piece of Evening Evergreen. And where's that? Get some Seal Plus. And then I think I want it that way. So I'm just going to add that behind that way. Add some more Seal Plus for that piece to stick down, like that, and then I can add my dimensional on top. So I've got a little bit coming out almost as if it's mirroring the holly. Peel that off and add that to my card front. You can obviously add a sentiment as well, which I may do. Hello, Deborah from Illinois. So that's that one. Really simple. We are talking quick, easy cards here for these ones. Right, so I need my bunny rabbit. So that's balmy blue. I don't think I want to use the actually, I might use the balmy blue. ribbon. So this is from the Gnomes. I'm a gnome. So let's just trim those ends. So I just have a little bit coming out at a bit of an angle again. So now this one I can see through because obviously the blends have whoops. You do need to be careful to not do that with your Seal Plus. Sometimes it gets a little aggressive, so just be gentle. So I'm going to have my balmy blue ribbon like that. A couple of dimensionals which are here on the back. So bottom, top, really just to trap the ribbon but be on the card as well, because dimensionals on top of this sort of ribbon are not a great idea. And again, we'll just pop him, might go a little higher up. On there we have got our little birdie, which I think I will leave without ribbon. Actually probably only need one dimensional. Might add some embellishment to my birdie. Might add some embellishment to some of the other bits as well. Right, I just want to give this another really good burnish. Okay. Right, so my ombre ribbon has now dried. Let me just show that to you. Can you see that it's paler this side than this side? So always have a little play with your ribbon. If you want it ombre, you can have it ombre, and I did, so I have, and it is. In fact, I might go right across. So I'm going to very gently add some Seal Plus to the back of my heart. So my heart is there. So I'm going to have the paler down, which I'm going to bring in a silicone sheet because that would be so much easier. So paler down, I'm going to add it, fold it back, like that, trim, so those are the two little scrappy bits, dimensional on the back, covering as many layers as possible. And then, so you could use this for Valentine's. So there you go. So these are my three really quick cards. So we've got, as I say, I may bring in some embellishment in a moment. So those are those. And then for those of you who didn't see the shaker card, this is the shaker card. So let me see what embellishments I can find to add to that. Ooh, could use, no. Right, let me have a look and see what I can see. I might use polished pink on that, although we do have, see, that is Melon Mambo, but it's two really. That's balmy blue. I might use the balmy blue on there. Oh, I could use Evening Evergreen on there, couldn't I? And then, I think some of the rustic doofers. So this one I'm going to add balmy blue. have one just tucked in there, one tucked in there, and one tucked in just there. So that's my bunny. Then that's all I need from those. This is going to get these lovely rustic, and apparently I'm going to pick up a polished pink, a pool party along the way. Come on, back you go. Thank you. Oops. Tuck that in there, and then a little one in there. So that's my birdie. And then I'm going to go polished pink, because it's very similar in tone to how I've done the Melon Mambo. This one I'm going to bring out a bit to there. So that's that one. And then my last one, which is my holly in Evening Evergreen. You can have 1, 2, 3. So there you go. Let me just see where my camera is. So this is my holly. You see that? My pink, my birdie, and my bunny, and then my large shaker card. So those are my cards for the day. So I hope you have enjoyed those. If you did, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. I should, IT permitting, be live tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. It's currently 12:30 to give you a gauge on that. Let me flip the camera back up so I can see you properly. There we are. So it would be very useful to know, oh thank you Leslie, it would be very useful to know, particularly those of you who've watched me for a while, whether this camera setup gives you a better picture of the desk, because that's what's important. So if it does give you a better picture, please let me know, and then I will make it a more permanent, not elastic band. Small stamps are wonderful, Audrey. Those little stamps can do so much so quickly. I mean, how long have I been going? It's not telling me. Oh, I know what will tell me. No, it won't. So I've been going maybe an hour, and I've done 5 cards. Okay, I prepped this one little, and I did die cut those first, but we've had chat as well. Leslie, I think you need to be in bed, because I know you've been not well and you are recuperating, so being in bed is good. So I'm blurry now, which I don't mind if my face is blurry, but what about the when it was pointing down? Shall I give you I'll do you a pointing down, and then, so that's just pointing down. So is that clear? As I say, if my face is blurry, I really don't mind too much. But if the desk is clear, that's what's important. I've just realised I don't have any makeup on, so blurry is really good. So is this desk clear? It's a bit grey over here. I didn't put one of my lights on. But apart from it being grey over here, is it clearer? That would be useful to know. It's clear. Thank you, Audrey. That's wonderful. So my experiment has worked. Hurrah! It was worth fiddling around. Pointing down is clear. Thank you, Leslie. That's what I wanted to do. So that's great. So, as I say, if you've enjoyed it, a thumbs up is always great. If you've got any questions and you're on the replay, then drop those below in the comments below the description bar. I will try and post this on my website in the next couple of days. And other than that, I will see you again tomorrow or on replay tomorrow. I have got some videos I've done of the swag we got from Onstage. And there was something else I did. I can't remember what it was. But I will be posting some extra videos over the next few days about Onstage. I've got all my swaps to go through, which I will definitely be doing. Thank you, Mary. That's super. Thank you, Verna. Verena. That's it. Thank you, Brenda. Hello, Brenton. I'm about to finish. You can watch the replay. Anyway, so thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic rest of your day doing whatever it is you are doing. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow or very soon. Bye for now.